Hi, welcome back to Community Hotline. I'm Monica Weitzel, and we're here in Gresham at MetroEast Community Media. And now we're going to go on a little bit lighter note about art in the community, which is something everybody should welcome in their community. Talking with us now, we have Cindy Lenig-Kosu, who is on the board of directors for the Gresham Center for the Arts Foundation. Thanks for being here, Cindy.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. The Center for the Arts Foundation it supports the Arts Plaza and other things going on in the community. Can you tell me a little bit about what the foundation does?
Sure. Center for the Arts Foundation, their mission is really to be able to be an advocate for the arts in the Gresham area in the East County, just by promoting through either financial, helping with information, resourcing, and we have some of the big event like we just had on Monday, which was been really the Music Mondays, and just a really fun opportunity for the community. So to me, that's really kind of a stalwart of what they do.
Yeah, and they've had different things that they've had. The Third Thursdays program that was going on. I went to one of the storytelling events. That was really, really fun. Music Mondays, I know MetroEast has videotaped quite a few of those performances, and I was there Monday at Norman Sylvester.
Yeah, and you saw a lot of people up and dancing and just really enjoying.
It was a huge crowd.
Yeah, so what I really saw across the board, what I saw where the mission was really being implemented was across the board generations.
Oh, yeah.
So you just saw from all the little kids playing in the water and across the board just having a lot of people just come and having a really great time.
Every age possible, every demographic really that we have in the East County was there. It was really fun.
It was great. There's a picture.
Yeah, there we go. And this was just from Monday, huh? Yeah, no, this was probably last year. I was going to say, last year.
Yeah,
this was
there's some
year.
older, but again, so there you see some of the community just enjoying themselves.
You see the people on the cameras.
Right.
Yeah, the one on the last picture, there was a picture of one of our volunteers there. Yeah, it's just fun.
It really is. And just what we also noticed again this year too is just the plaza was really full. It was packed full. All the greens, people are just coming and just enjoying the community. So.
Well, it doesn't hurt that you have those fountains in there now.
Absolutely. I think that was.
The kids are all about the fountains, and when it's really hot, so is everybody else.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah, it was fun. So you want to continue to bring art to Gresham, and there's a plan here. There's a meeting that you're going to put on that is
Gathering
all
of
about
the Arts. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit back. We'll step back for a second. So with the Center for the Arts Foundation, a lot of people have come out and just asked a question. I mean, not just artists. Could have been musicians. It could have been librarians. You mentioned the literary, having those gone to that. Yeah. So people are asking the question, where are the arts in East County? And how do we get to have more arts? And so that's happened time and time again, where then the collective voice is getting louder, and so then it's resounding now. And so in 2014, Center for the Arts Foundation came up with a group as a project called Gathering of the Arts. And so now a couple of times there have been meetings and forums where I've brought together that collective audience of people asking that question, and then at the same time being able to introduce themselves to the community and saying, hey, this is what we're doing, here's what we're interested in, and tying it to the personal and also to the organizations, and being able to say, here's what we'd like to do, we're dreaming about this, how do we get funding, what are the resources available to us. So that collective voice came and bore out to have these conversations. So now it brought to this forefront of being able to collectively bring resources that are around the state, local agencies, local governments of what's available. So the Gathering of Arts, there's going to be a meeting called A Conversation with Funders, and that's happening on Wednesday, September 9th from 2 to 4 p.m. over at the Visual Arts Gallery, Gresham Visual Arts Gallery.
Right.
So, and that is going to be just a big event. There's a lot of individuals coming.
And they don't have to be funders to attend.
No, they don't. No, that's the best part
Yeah.
about it, is that it can be a wide variety of artists. Someone might be interested in theater, someone may personally be an artist, someone just may have an interest in the arts across the board. So that's the best part about this meeting, is just coming and being able to hear about what's all available to us from all these agencies.
And it seems to me that the people are keeping their minds open as to what art is, because
Yes.
it's not just visual arts or fine arts or performance arts. It could be, anything that you consider art
Right.
could possibly find funding from some source, and
Yeah.
you're trying to bring those funders together to talk about that and how people
Exactly.
can get that funding to promote their art or to actually do it.
Absolutely. Well, and then what the surprise is that sometimes people will think on our list were libraries or historic organizations, and they don't even realize that there's actually funding that's available out there for them.
Right.
So that was, to me, that was something that I learned as well, of being able to say, oh gosh, there's really actually funding out there for not just the traditional arts
Right.
that people are thinking
Right,
of.
that's what I was thinking. That
Right.
Open your mind as to what
Yes.
that might be.
Right, it's wide open. So I have heard of people talking about wanting to they have dreams for different things. Okay, so this would be an opportunity to come in and see, is there funds available to that? So that's really what that conversation is, all these individuals coming together to be able to share. And so we really have the benefit, her name is Ali Schreiner from the Oregon Cultural Trust Manager. So along with these other colleagues, so 7 different agencies are going to join.
Tell me who those are.
Sure, so Oregon Art Commission,
Okay.
the Oregon Heritage, Oregon Humanities, State Historic Preservation Office, Multnomah County Cultural Coalition, and RAC.
Which is the Regional Arts and Culture Council.
Right.
For those who might not know. Yeah.
Thank you. So that's some heavy hitters coming in to be
Yes.
able to share in our community all at one place.
And organizations have given out a lot of money. Who have
Absolutely.
funded a lot of art. Yeah, through grants and endowments and different things. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to me, it's really exciting to be able to say, okay, we get this opportunity, and just for the free event, to be able to come in and really learn something more about how can you access these funds.
Right. It's like with scholarships. There's always scholarships that people don't ever get and nobody applies for them because they don't know about them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Right.
this will be a way to do that. And really, these organizations, they give everything from a big, to another organization, an arts organization, or to the one single individual, right?
Yes,
There's
exactly.
There's no parameters as far as that goes, I don't think.
No, and that's just from my limited experience of being able to come in and look at some of the grants and that type of thing and how you're writing them. Yes, it can be a whole variety.
That's great. Now, you're an artist.
I am.
Tell me about your art and,
Well-
and your experience in East County as an artist.
Yeah, so I love, it's one of my main identities of just be able to say that you're the artist, and I do all kinds. My main is textured acrylics. So, and I just take a lot of multi-mediums, so that's where that comes to be, to create. So I'm not one genre, and that's what's kind of fun for me
cross
to
over a
cross
bit,
over
yeah.
and explore. But how this has become imperative for me personally is because I was one of those individuals asking the question of saying, how do we get some funding out here? How do we get recognized out in East County? And we have great agencies working really hard, trying to have more of a voice, and they're working hard. So Center for the Arts, with this Gathering of the Arts, trying to collect all those voices together to be able to really help people like myself to maybe have access to funds that I didn't know about, or learn more about how some of the dreams that I'm thinking of can come about. So
How do you see the meeting going? Are every individual organization maybe going to tell a little bit about themselves and what they have to offer, and then question and answers? Do you know how?
Right, so I'll tell you what has happened in the past when we've had the guests. It truly is an invitation for those that are coming. They get to share about themselves. That's what this is past. And then they talk about what they're working on and are partnering, and that's personal or organizationally,
Okay.
and sharing that. So my thinking is along those same lines. Individuals get to come in, because the whole thing is being able to come in and learn what's out there.
Share and learn from each
Share
other.
and
Yeah.
share with others, and to be able to connect. So that whole part right there is, really the whole main thrust of
I
that
see
meeting.
a lot of business cards being exchanged at
You're
the
right,
end of the meeting.
exactly. That's what I'm thinking as
Yeah,
well. So
yeah. So anybody can come
yes,
and share what they want to share and learn from other organizations. And the Gresham Art, what is it called? The Gresham Art, what do you call it? Yeah, on the Eastman Parkway.
Oh, the Gresham, the Center for the Arts Plaza?
No, where this is going to be.
Oh, Gresham, the Visual Arts.
Visual Arts.
Yeah, Gresham.
That's what I was trying to remember what it was called.
The Visual Arts
which
Gallery.
is right by the City Hall, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, right across
So the public
driveway there.
schools and safety building.
Yeah, yes.
Right.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't
No
think of the
worries.
word. You did bring some pictures of things that were going on at the plaza, which we looked at. Have you talked to anybody and talked to artists who are planning on coming, and what kind of artists you might be expecting to show up at this?
I can tell who we've made a breadth of invitations.
Oh, yeah.
So the ones that I know across the board, the whole board is trying to really get the word out there in numerous ways and taking advantage of this as well. Yeah. So the people that I've talked to personally that are interested are just, again, how do I get funding? How do I get my programs that I'm doing that I feel like are really valuable programs? And there's a couple of people I'm thinking in mind that have great studios and are trying to expand, want to grow their programs, and so they're coming for that interest.
There's a kind of a lack of studios right in Gresham itself, isn't there?
Right,
I
yes.
can't think of any except the Visual Arts Gallery there.
Exactly, and so that's a big dream for many artists that are out there as well. Yeah. So
but there's a lot more public art coming. It seems like
yes.
you're doing more and more public art, which is really great too.
Exactly, and so that's another reason for, not just on the individual, but maybe the organizations or foundations to be able to come in and to see how could they access, because I know there's been a dream that I've heard from others that are talking about public art, that they're interested in having more of that as well.
Right. Well, it's like at the plaza, you have those
right.
That tool.
Yes, the tool skirt and the pen and the pencil, the fountain pen.
Right. It's it's fascinating stuff, and yet I would never have envisioned that.
Right.
When they're thinking about what kind of public art to put there. So it's wide open, and I like that. What do you want to tell people that they may not know about this program or about the Center for the Arts Foundation? Do you have room for volunteers to help work on this or on other events?
Right. Okay. Well, Center for the Arts, I think at this point, again, just really wanting to make sure that people understand that this is a wonderful event. It's a free event. It's open to anyone that has any types of interest.
You have plenty of room there?
Plenty of room, because that's why that venue was chosen. So that's wonderful as well.
Good.
And so that's the main thrust, is just knowing that it's really open to everyone that has an interest in the arts.
Right.
And
you don't even have to be an artist if you just have an interest in it.
No, you do not. If you have an interest in the arts, because we need patrons as well.
Right.
So if you may be someone that's out there that is on the sidelines wanting to bring more art out here.
Yeah, we don't have enough of this.
Right, theater or just some things that bring your ideas. Come and share your ideas. Share your vision of how you'd like to bring arts to the East County.
I imagine individuals who are not artists, who are patrons of the arts, those would be somebody that the funders would want to hear from.
Absolutely, yes. Because they could help. Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Good.
Right.
So this is on Wednesday, September 9th from 2 to 4 p.m.
Correct.
That's in Eastman Parkway, right next to City Hall, right across the driveway from that. And when you get there, they'll probably have signs there. People will know where to go. But there's always art in there.
Right,
so you can.
There's
come on
a
and
new
check that
show.
out.
Yes,
Is there a new show now?
A new show that opened up last night, so you'll be able to enjoy that as well.
One of our producers here volunteers to cover that every time and puts that on the internet. So it's art is such an integral part of people's lives, and with all the cuts in art in schools and things, I think it's really important that we have the funding from those other organizations.
Well, I think that's what you're really trying to accomplish with this. This is a heritage that we can be giving to our community, to our families and our children in the future, and to be able to bring something to them of the arts. And having those conversations really helps to be able to find out, well, what are people interested in, and how would we be able to, if we don't have that information, how you can go forward and have those dreams. And so it's being able to value their opinions and bring that out, and just that's this meeting, gathering of the arts. That's exactly what the program is meant to bring to us.
What would your life be like without art? It would be lacking, wouldn't it?
It would entirely. I mean, I do art every single day, live it, breathe it, teach it.
Then it would be totally different, wouldn't it? Yeah, and we'd be losing a lot. So
absolutely.
Thank you so much, Cindy, for being here. And I think it's a fabulous opportunity for people to really come and find out, how their art can be supported or how they can help support, other artists. I think somebody coming in there as a patron or a lover of the arts may find out that, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't think about the fact that they need, that these artists need support too, and maybe they can get involved that way. So
Absolutely.
Take it how you can get it, huh?
We can, definitely. So if you're interested, please just RSVP us at Center for Arts.
Okay, so you prefer the RSVP, so you have an idea how many people.
Just to kind of get an idea. So
Yeah.
if they can just let us know, centerartsfoundation@gmail.com.
Great, that's easy.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Thank you.
You bet. And thanks for watching Community Hotline. I hope you've learned something. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. We'll be back here next week. I'm Monica Weitzel. We'll see you then.
What local community media is to us is literally our lifeline to what's going on in the lives around us.
The absolute most important thing that happens in your neighborhood.
People's local communities are usually what's most important to them.
Because we're the faces, the smiles, the peoples, and the personalities of the community.
To not only give people a voice, but to have their voice heard.